Let's go Broncos! The atmosphere is electric behind the scenes at the Denver Broncos, and I've got some crucial updates to share with you. We all know that reaching the Super Bowl is the goal, and to make that happen, Sean Payton will need a roster that's not only talented but also laser-focused. I'm going to break it all down for you right now. But before we go any further, make sure you smash that like button, only if you're a true Denver Broncos fan. If you've been supporting this team for over 20 years, it's especially for you. Go Broncos! My heart bleeds orange and blue. As the Denver Broncos wrapped up their offseason activities, Sean Payton proved once again why he's regarded as one of the most elite coaches in football today. While many other teams across the NFL chose to treat the final day of mandatory OTAs like a casual day at the park, Payton went all in. Around the league, you saw things like mini golf, snow cones, and players rolling around giant inflatable balls. Not in Denver. Sean Payton, in true field general fashion, kept his foot on the gas pedal, coaching with intensity, focus, and passion. And the most amazing part? His players love him for it. That's what makes Payton special. He doesn't need gimmicks or distractions to earn the respect of his team. He demands excellence, pushes players to their limits, but always has their backs. Just look at how he handled the media questions surrounding W.R. Devon Vele, who has been absent from all OTAs. When a reporter tried pressing for answers, Payton wasn't having it. His message was clear. He'll be back. Nothing to worry about. And when the reporter kept pushing, Payton doubled down with, "Did you hear me okay?" That's it. That kind of leadership, fierce, protective, unwavering, is why his players go to war for him. Sean Payton is hands-on. He's not the kind of coach who just watches from a distance with a clipboard and a stick of gum. He's in the mix, teaching, evaluating, and demanding accountability from every position group. Former Broncos safety Nick Ferguson described it best. The essence of great coaching lies in the ability to teach every single position, and Payton lives that every day. Compared to what you see from other coaches like Pete Carroll, who turns stretching into wrestling matches, or the Raiders rolling around on the turf, Payton's serious, old-school approach is a refreshing throwback, yet still adored by his players. This commitment isn't just about attitude, it's about results. Payton has completely revamped the Broncos' strength and conditioning program. We all remember how injury-ridden this team was just a year ago. Fast forward to today, and they're one of the healthiest squads in the league. Why? Because Payton extended phase 1 of the offseason program, emphasizing lifting and conditioning right through the final day. Guys like Bo Nix didn't take the easy way out. Instead of relaxing back home in the South, Nix stayed in Denver, put in the work, and it's showing. Bo Nix isn't just developing, he's transforming. Reports out of OTAs are glowing. The added muscle, the zip on his passes, the increased confidence, it's all there. Payton even came out and said, he's playing better and faster with more confidence. This is the first time Payton himself has publicly praised Nix this way, and it only adds fuel to the fire of optimism around this young quarterback. He was already the most accurate QB in college football history, and now he's stronger, faster, and smarter. His connection with new weapons like Evan Ingram could make this offense explosive. And Nix isn't the only one. Troy Franklin has added 5 pounds of muscle this offseason, yet remains just as explosive, maybe even more. These are the signs of a team that's not just preparing, they're sharpening themselves into contenders. Let's not overlook the organizational strength either. While teams like the Cincinnati Bengals are dealing with star defenders holding out and potentially sitting out the entire season, Denver is drama-free. Everyone but Ed Perry is expected to be ready for the start of training camp. It's a testament to the leadership of not just Sean Payton, but the entire Broncos organization. Imagine how we'd feel if someone like Jaquan McMillian skipped all of OTAs, furious, right? But that's not happening here. This team is united, prepared, and thriving. As we now head into the calm before the storm, with training camp slated for late July, the focus turns to preparation, depth analysis, and player development. Every indicator points to a Broncos team that's not just aiming for respect, but aiming for rings. We've got our quarterback, we've got our coach, and we've got a locker room of players buying into something special. Because what we're seeing unfold in Denver right now isn't just a well-coached football team, it's the foundation of a championship culture being built brick by brick. The commitment to fundamentals, the laser focus on development, and the elimination of distractions are all parts of Sean Payton's meticulous plan. And let's be real, this isn't some soft-spoken, platitude-spewing figurehead. This is a coach who treats every snap, every drill, every lift like it matters. That's how championship teams are built, not with gimmicks, but with grit. Take Bo Nix as the perfect example. This isn't just some rookie trying to find his footing. This is a player who has bought in completely. From staying in Denver for the offseason to putting in the kind of conditioning work that's visible to anyone who's watched him throw, he's emerging not just as a QB1, but as a potential leader of this franchise. The fact that there's no quarterback controversy heading into training camp tells you everything. This is Bo's team. Sean Payton sees it, his teammates feel it, and fans are starting to believe it. When Payton praises Nick's arm strength, his processing speed, and the added muscle that's made him even more lethal, you can sense that this isn't just a typical OTA buzz. This is a coach recognizing the kind of talent that can elevate a franchise. And the bond being built between Bo Nix and Troy Franklin, who has also transformed his physique without losing a step, is something to watch closely. This kind of synchronicity in the offseason could translate into real fireworks on Sundays. Then there's the mental edge. What makes Payton's approach even more effective is the culture he's installing. There are no free passes. Every player is expected to give maximum effort, and yet, somehow, they love it. They're not just tolerating the grind. They're thriving in it. That speaks volumes. You can't fake team chemistry. You can't fake buy-in. And in Denver, the buy-in is real. Now contrast that with some of the chaos around the league. While other teams are fighting contract disputes, dealing with holdouts, or losing players to injuries before a single preseason snap, the Broncos are quietly building a juggernaut. And it's not just the starters. Depth is being forged. Young players are stepping up. Veterans are mentoring. Every layer of this team is moving in the same direction. Even the way they use every allowable minute of practice time shows the difference. Other coaches are treating the CBA limits like an excuse to coast. Not Sean Payton. He's pushing right up to the line, not over it, but right to the limit to maximize preparation. And that's why this roster is healthier than ever. More muscle, less injury, more reps, less wasted time. And when you hear things like the Broncos potentially winning 11 games minimum and making a deep playoff run, those aren't delusions. Those are educated projections based on a real shift in how this team operates. Think about it. We're not just hopeful because of some highlight reel or social media hype. We're hopeful because of the habits this team is building. And habits win championships. We're also seeing a very different tone in how Sean Payton talks about this group compared to last year. There's a confidence in his voice that wasn't there before. Last season was about rebuilding a foundation and identifying who was part of the future. This season is about execution. There's no more guessing. Payton knows who his guys are, and he's molding them into a unit that can make serious noise in the AFC. And we have to talk about how rare this kind of setup is in the modern NFL. A coach with this much control, trust, and accountability, combined with a hungry, disciplined roster, it's a powerful formula. And it's happening here in Denver. We're not watching a rebuild. We're witnessing the early stages of a renaissance. So as we inch closer to training camp, the excitement is justified. The optimism isn't blind. It's built on results. From Bo Nix's transformation to Troy Franklin's progress, from a fully engaged locker room to one of the healthiest rosters in football, everything is trending upward. But now I want to hear from you, Broncos country. With all this momentum heading into July, how high are your expectations for the 2025 season? Can Bo Nix lead us deep into the playoffs? Can Sean Payton win Coach of the Year? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if you're feeling confident, and don't forget to subscribe for more exclusive Broncos content. Check out the videos on the screen now for more deep dives and training camp previews. Go Broncos!